So let us take different methods one by one. As you know, the topic is reproductive health. And the topic we are taking up today is contraceptive methods. So the first contraceptive method which I have shown in flow chart is natural method. Now natural method follow a rhythm of menstrual cycle and ovulation period of a female. So during understanding one's own cycle and ovulation period, the rhythm can be used for contraception, as contraception. So basically there are three methods in under natural method. One is, as I have already discussed, by knowing the rhythm of menstrual cycle and ovulation. One is this. Now in this there are further three methods. We can understand the menstrual cycle and ovulation in three ways. One is by calendar. So suppose that one female has a cycle of 28 days. So starting from the first day to 5 days, she is menstruating, and likewise 6, 7, 8. So when she reaches on 14th to 16th day, we have already discussed in our hormonal cycle, this is the period in which ovum is released. Now, if during this period of time there is abstinence from sex, no physical relation, then there are chances that the female may not become pregnant. But this is known as calendar method. One has to put crosses in the calendar, and when there are 14 to 16 days, those days are unsafe period, and therefore one has to avoid sex during those days. Now this is a difficult method, and it is also not a foolproof method, because ovulation may vary from person to person. Sometimes it is from 15 to 17, sometimes it is from 12 to 14. So one cannot totally rely on the calendar method. Second method is temperature method. Now along with the calendar method, this method can be useful. Temperature method means that when ovum is released, the female has to take her temperature every day just as she gets up. She doesn't have to get up from the bed also. The thermometer should be at on her side, and immediately as she gets up, the first thing is she should put the thermometer in her mouth, and the day she is ovulating, that day the temperature of the body is 1 degree less than the rest of the other days. So for 2 days the temperature will be less than 1 degree less. That she has to see for few months, and then she will understand that this is her particular days when she is ovulating. So that those days coitus should be avoided, and then the pregnancy can be avoided. But the temperature can go up and down due to different reasons also. If the female is under stress, if there is any anxiety, if she is not very comfortable in her wherever she is living, etc., or she is angry, then also the temperature will go up and down, and it cannot be a foolproof method. The third method is mucus method. Now, the mucus is released from vagina normally so that the vagina may be lubricating and wet. But during the days of ovulation, the mucus secreted is thinner and is more in quantity. So, by understanding on which days the mucus is more thinner, she can avoid sex, and that way she can be away from the pregnancy. Now, the natural methods are very safe methods and there are no side effects, but they are not foolproof methods. The second natural method is coitus interruptus. Coitus interruptus. So, as the word denotes, there is interruption in the coitus. So, here the male has to withdraw himself just as he feels he is going to ejaculate. He should withdraw himself and ejaculate outside the female body so that the semen may not go into the vagina and pregnancy can be avoided. Now, this is also a very difficult method and not a foolproof method. The third method is lactational amenorrhea. Lactational amenorrhea. Lactational means when the mother is nursing the child. So, when she is nursing, it is said that ovulation does not take place, ova do not get mature. So, menstruation will not take place. Amenorrhea means no menstruation. So, menstruation will not take place. So, it is said that when the mother is feeding her child intensively, especially during the first 6 months, then ovum do not get mature, thereby pregnancy does not take place. But again, it is not a foolproof method and it depends from person to person. Sometimes from the second month, even if the mother is lactating, mother is feeding, the menstruation may not be there, but ovum are matured and she might get pregnant. Many a times this has been seen. So, natural method, they have no medicines, no side effects, but they are not foolproof method. The second is barrier method, which we will take up.
For more information, download the app now from Google Play Store.